Hello everyone, and welcome to History of the Ancient World. When you hear the word pyramid, what comes to mind? Most likely, the towering Great Pyramids of Giza, standing stark against the Egyptian desert. For centuries, these structures have captured our imagination, symbols of an ancient civilization's power and mystery. But what if I told you that halfway across the world, another set of pyramids stands, just as monumental, just as mysterious, and in some cases, even larger. Today, we journey to the Americas, a continent teeming with ancient wonders that rival those of the Old World. Forget what you think you know, because we're about to uncover the incredible story of the American pyramids. Our first stop is Mesoamerica, the cradle of civilizations like the Olmecs, Maya, and Aztecs. Here, pyramids weren't just tombs for pharaohs. They were vibrant, sacred mountains, centers of community life, and gateways to the cosmos. Let's travel to the heart of modern-day Mexico City, where the ruins of the Aztec capital, Tenochtitlan, lie buried. At its center was the Templo Mayor, a massive twin pyramid dedicated to Huitzilopochtli, the god of war, and Tlaloc, the god of rain. Picture this: two steep staircases leading up to two separate temples at the summit, painted in brilliant blues and reds. This wasn't a silent monument. It was a bustling stage for religious ceremonies, a place where the spiritual and physical worlds collided. The Aztecs believed these pyramids were cosmic centers, connecting the underworld, the earthly realm, and the heavens. Now let's journey further back in time and south to the Yucatan Peninsula, the heartland of the Maya. Here we find iconic structures like El Castillo at Chichen Itza. This pyramid is a masterpiece of astronomical alignment. It has 4 sides, each with 91 steps. If you add them all up and include the top platform, you get 365, the number of days in a solar year. And during the spring and fall equinoxes, a shadow in the shape of a serpent appears to slither down the pyramid staircase, representing the feathered serpent god Kukulkan. This wasn't just a building, it was a giant stone calendar, a testament to the Mayan sophisticated understanding of the cosmos. But the largest pyramid in the Americas, and in fact the largest in the world by volume, isn't in Egypt. It's the Great Pyramid of Cholula in Mexico. Today, it looks more like a giant grass-covered hill with a Spanish church built on top. But beneath the earth lies a colossal structure, built over centuries by different cultures. Its base is 4 times larger than that of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Imagine the sheer manpower and dedication required to build such a monument, layer upon layer, expanding it over generations. It was a living, growing sacred mountain. So why the different shapes? Egyptian pyramids are true geometric pyramids with a pointed top, designed as final resting places, sealed off forever. American pyramids are mostly step pyramids with flat tops, designed to be accessible. They were platforms for temples and public rituals, places people would actually climb and use. Think of them less as tombs and more as grand stages for the drama of life and religion. But the story doesn't end in Mesoamerica. Let's travel north, to the Mississippi River Valley in the present-day United States. Here, around the year 1050 AD, a sprawling city called Cahokia thrived. At its center stood Monk's Mound, a massive earthen pyramid. This wasn't built with stone blocks, but with basket after basket of soil, meticulously carried by thousands of people. It's a testament to incredible organization and social cooperation. Standing over 100 feet tall, it was larger at its base than the Pyramid of the Sun in Teotihuacan. A large building, perhaps the residence of the city's paramount chief, once stood at its summit, offering a commanding view of the entire city and its dozens of smaller mounds. Cahokia shows that the pyramid building tradition was widespread and adapted to local materials and beliefs. Now let's head south, far south, to the Andes Mountains of Peru. Here, even before the famous Inca, ancient cultures like the Moche and the Norte Chico civilization were building their own pyramids, or huacas. Near the city of Trujillo, we find the Huaca del Sol and Huaca de la Luna, the pyramids of the sun and moon. Built by the Moche people from millions of adobe bricks, these were not just religious centers, but also administrative hubs. The Huaca de la Luna is especially fascinating. It was built in layers, and when a new layer was added, the old chambers were ritually buried, preserving vibrant murals that give us a stunning glimpse into their violent and colorful cosmology. Even earlier, around 3000 BC, the people of the Norte Chico civilization in the Sup Valley were building monumental platform mounds. The sacred city of Caral Soup is one of the oldest urban centers in the Americas, contemporary with the pyramids of Egypt. Here we find 6 large pyramidal structures, circular plazas, and residential complexes. These structures suggest a society with a high degree of social organization and a shared religious focus, long before pottery was even invented in the region. So, were these cultures connected? Did ancient Egyptians or other old world travelers cross the ocean and teach the people of the Americas how to build pyramids? This idea, known as diffusionism, was popular for a long time, but the evidence just doesn't support it. First, the timelines don't always match up. The earliest American pyramids, like those at Caral, are roughly contemporary with the Egyptian ones, leaving little time for a transfer of knowledge. Second, the construction methods and purposes were vastly different. Egyptians used precisely cut stone blocks and complex internal chambers for burials. Americans used various materials like earth, adobe bricks, and rubble fill faced with stone, and their pyramids were primarily platforms for temples and public ceremonies. The architectural styles, from the steep steps of Tikal to the earthen slopes of Cahokia, are distinctly American. The most likely explanation is what we call independent invention. The pyramid shape is one of the most stable structures you can build. If you want to build something tall that won't fall over, a wide base tapering to a smaller top is a very logical solution. It seems that, across the world, different cultures, when faced with the desire to build a monumental structure to reach for the heavens or honor their gods, independently arrived at a similar architectural answer. The pyramid isn't a singular invention, it's a universal human idea. These magnificent structures are more than just ancient ruins. They are enduring symbols of human ingenuity, faith, and the universal desire to create something lasting, something that connects us to the cosmos and to each other. They remind us that history is not a single story centered in one part of the world, but a rich and diverse tapestry woven by many hands. From the jungles of the Yucatan to the river valleys of Illinois and the deserts of Peru, the pyramids of the Americas tell a powerful story of civilizations that rose, flourished, and left behind a legacy written in stone and earth. A legacy that continues to inspire awe and wonder to this day. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the history of the ancient world. If you enjoyed this exploration of America's pyramids, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more adventures into our incredible past. Let me know in the comments which ancient American city you'd love to visit most. Until next time, keep exploring.